Alright, so today I'm going to be going over this oil-filled radiator heater I got off Amazon. I got it for the van. It's small. I mean, just the box compared to my hand size. I want to give this a shot as like a secondary type of heater. You can see on it, its rated power is only 700 watts, so that's not too bad. It weighs somewhere between like 7-8 pounds, so once again, not too bad. And I'm going to give it a shot today, test it out, see how much power it uses. So let's get started. So taking it out of the box, just basic stuff. You got your instruction manual. Not really actually needed with this. You have your front feet, which just slide over a fin. And then you also have your rear feet, which kind of just slide on the back on the base. And you can see this thing is tiny. It's not much bigger than my hand. It does have this temperature gauge on it. You hear that click, that's kind of like an internal thermometer to the room, so if you hear it click, that's the point where it would turn on, right there. So that'd be making it warmer than the room temperature, I guess, as far as I understand. So I'm going to go ahead and test this out. I'm going to see how much power this thing consumes. So I attached it to my EcoFlow. This thing's going on, this will be its third year. This is just a 1,000 watt EcoFlow. I love having this thing. I take it on almost every road trip. Starting it out at 100%, I will make sure that this is turned to max. You'll hear the click, but I'm going to turn all the way to max because I want it to run the whole time. I don't want it to think the room is warmer because it's inside the house or whatever. So let's go ahead and get the time lapse started, and let's do this for as long as it lasts. So you can kind of see, if you watch the numbers, it pauses, it turns itself off. So what it does is oil-filled radiator heaters will heat themselves up. Once the internal temperature of the oil is like a certain amount, it'll shut itself off and let the oil cool down, but that hot oil will warm your room in the process. So we're approaching 1 hour. When I came down here at 1 hour, it was 50%. So we didn't quite use 700 watts, we used less because it's a 1,000 watt battery. And then we'll let it go, and I let it go all the way to the 2 hour mark, and at the 2 hour mark, we did get the battery down to about 6% when I shut it off, which was kind of low. I really don't want to go below 10. I kind of just missed the opportunity to shut it off, but this was 2 hours. So now I'm going to torture test it a little bit. It is 29.8 degrees in the van. Got the EcoFlow charged up to 100% again, and I will set the temperature on the heater to max, although it really probably doesn't matter out here because the van is so cold. We will go and we'll see how well it can do. So I'm having no solar help today. It's starting to snow. Actually, there's liquid water on the windows, so hey, it might be a little warmer than freezing in there. So at 1 hour, 48%, so almost identical to the indoor part. You can see it's not on right now. Temperature actually went up. So in an hour, went up like 3 degrees, 3.5. So I then came out at like half an hour more. It's still running, down to 22%. It looks like, so getting close. 35, so it's still rising. And then I kind of monitored it on my EcoFlow like remotely, so I could see at 10%, I really don't want to go below that. So I'm going to shut it down, this test. I'm actually pretty happy that it raised the heat in the van, or the temperature. That means that if it can raise the heat from that cold, it can maintain heat if I'm trying to use it as like a secondary source. So final temp, 36. This was an hour and 45 minutes. So it raised the temperature 6.5 degrees. Not crazy, but it does show that it's strong enough to do it. So my next video, I'm going to put a place where I can put like a additional cord or outlet. So when my van is frozen, like it is, like the batteries are shut off and they're cold, I can bypass the van system and I'll put in a secondary outlet to do like, so I can warm it up while I'm working on it or something. So like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching.